Hello, citizens! Welcome to the very first episode of Lording in Wonderland. Now, normally the show would start right away, but I just wanted to take a minute to welcome you to the show and apologize at the same time. A little double whammy right here. So, welcome. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry because for a short period of time toward the end, we had this weird soft buzzing sound on Brad's mic, and it just kind of fixed itself because we're lazy. Plus, this episode's a little longer than what we were going for. I mean, it's usually going to clock in about an hour, and this one's a couple minutes longer, but it's not a big deal for me. I don't know about you, but and now that that's aside, the show is simple. We watch a shitty movie or a guilty pleasure movie, such as this first episode, Face Off. It doesn't have to be shitty. It could just be some weird childhood movie that we loved, and now we're kind of ashamed that we loved it so much. But we watch it all in a room together. We all take notes, and we discuss it scene by scene and tear it apart. And then when we've discussed it to death, we have a little game that we play that currently has no name. I'm not very creative in apparently game names. I don't know. There are three parts to it. There's an alternate title, which is just think of a funny alternate title for the movie. Pretty self-explanatory. For example, due to all the flips in this movie and guns, I would call this one Gunnastics. Movie math, which would be like Face Off is blank plus cocaine, whatever you can think of there. And the unofficial sequel prequel to blank, and which is just this movie would lead well into another movie or would follow another movie, and you just kind of say the movie. And then after that, we're going to draw a new movie using our bingo board, our high quality bingo board that you can see on our Instagram and our Facebook page. And we have an official bingo ball roller thingy that we would choose a movie at random, and you, the listener, can vote for the replacement up on the board. We have some currently made, some cards, new cards, or you can, if we get enough votes for a certain movie, we'll add it. So, anything you can think of, let us know on our Facebook page. We're going to try to keep this as interactive as possible, so if you guys have any ideas, anything we should try out, just let us know. I'm open. I'm fairly open. And I'm easy. I'm fairly easy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, enjoy episode 1 of the Loitering in Wonderland podcast, featuring Face Off. And it takes me a little bit to get into our names, but I'm Phoenix West, joined by Mario Valencia on mic 2, and Bradley Barwick on mic 3. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks. Hello, citizens. Welcome to Loitering in Wonderland. Our first movie up here is Face Off from 1997. It's a classic, directed by John Woo, starring John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, Joan Allen, and someone named Che, whoever the hell that is. Apparently, it was the black lady who burned to death.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think about it? You said you haven't seen it in a while, right?
Yeah, I hadn't seen it since I was a kid.
I sort of saw bits and pieces. I never actually saw the whole thing. So
Yeah, it's kind of me too. Like, I just,
Like, I had no idea what it was about when I saw it, or anything that was going on, but
that was a treat for you then.
yeah.
You've never seen this?
I swear, no.
How's that possible? How do you live?
How do you live your everyday life?
This was the first rated R movie I saw in the theater.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, I was, 13?
I'm sorry, when did this come out?
1997.
Yeah, I was
You were
2.
Yeah.
You were 2 years old?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that all? You didn't go?
A little bitty
No,
thing.
I didn't go.
What the hell were you doing?
My first movie I didn't see was Airborne. Or Airbud, I'm sorry.
Airbud's a good movie.
Airbud, that was the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
They shouldn't have done any more after that, but it was a good movie.
No.
No, that demanded sequels.
No.
And prequels. I suppose we should introduce ourselves.
Yeah,
Kind of skip that part.
Whoops.
I'm your host, Phoenix West.
I'm the number 2 Mike Mario.
And I'm the number 3, Mike Bradley.
This is a classic. I've seen this movie probably 40 times.
Yeah, that's a nice number.
Not only do I own this copy that we watched, I own another copy in Steelcase. So I saw it in Steelcase and said, gotta have it.
It's just like in your fireproof case in the in the safe.
It's in my safe. Yeah. The combo in there. I got arm guards on it.
You're gun safe.
I'm surprised you don't have a face-off poster.
I would if I could. I haven't found one though.
Really?
I got a shit ton of them. I got more in the closet right here.
Really?
So it's not the ones in the studio. I got 2 more in the room, and I got 2 or 3 in the closet.
Just not that coveted face off.
No.
Yeah.
It's the jewel. I gotta find it. The diamond in the rough. Blockbuster's going under, so I bet I could find one.
Yeah.
That's where I got all these. But so I guess let's go through the movie. We'll see. The movie starts off very tenderly.
It's like a child molester's dream.
Yeah.
It's all dreamy on a carousel.
In the opening tenderness, it's John Travolta on a what are those called?
Carousel.
On a carousel, thank you. He's just spinning around a carousel. Very tender music, brightly lit.
Not quite sure if that's his kid or not.
No, it might be the neighbor boy. Yeah, nobody knows. He might have snatched him.
Because the gently face rub that he does, that just shuts off the whole movie. Just
the creepy family thing. That's how they know each other. They don't know each other's names. They just know that move. The fingers over the face.
They just know the Braille face.
And then it goes to his mustache. Nick Cage's mustache.
Oh, I know, man. That's like a whole... I think it's like a tied-in theme. It goes from that child molester carousel to that mustache.
It's just the mustache, too. That's all it is.
Yeah.
There's no goatee. There's no evil goatee. There's no...
I don't think he had that stash the rest of the movie either.
No, he got rid of it.
He got rid of that pretty quick.
It cuts to 6 years later and it's gone. Like in those 6 years, he's like, "This is a bad idea. I gotta cut this shit."
But he changed from that to
a terrorist.
Yeah, so silk suits and
just a playboy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it really begs the question that we're all asking now: is which worse, a terrorist or a child molester? I think this movie aims to answer that. Get everyone uncomfortable. But I love that the scene's ruined not by the sniper rifle, but by the mustache.
And the fountain drink he's got. That big gulp he's sipping on.
The big sippy?
Yeah.
Who he basically fillets for a full minute before he shoots him.
Yeah, they cut away and cut back, and he's still drinking soda. Like he's just a thirsty sniper.
Soda? It's not a 40 in there?
Yeah, it could be whatever. The Jesus juice he's drinking.
I don't understand. John Travolta's on the carousel, which apparently I just learned that word. And
there's nothing
Nick Cage
else around.
is just up on a grassy knoll, and nobody fucking sees him with a giant sniper rifle. He's in clear of day. It's like
he's
noon.
just standing there at first.
It's not even like a different scene. It's the same grass. It's the same trees. It's the same everything around there. So like he must be within like what 50 feet, 50 yards. Like
I don't know why
you don't even need a sniper. Yeah, exactly.
He could have walked up and bludgeoned him with a bat.
Yeah,
it could have been a really slow death.
He could have
hit him with any other bullet and just been that close to him with contact. But no, he had to kill him through it.
He also could have aimed for his head.
Yeah.
If you have a sniper rifle,
he's just ruthless. He's gonna kill the kid too. That's the whole
point.
Like,
gotta kill him, but fuck that kid. I hate that kid. Him and his dumb hair. But the thing that really bothered me when we were just watching it is for some reason I never thought this until now is he shoots him, they falls off, and Travolta's crawling toward his kid, a bloody mess.
But he doesn't shoot him again.
And he doesn't shoot him again. Just once.
Yeah.
He's like, did he just bring one bullet?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm pretty confident. I've been doing this a while.
Even though Travolta just
he left the house like, oh fuck, I got one in my coat pocket.
He pretty much had the same bullet wound as the kid, but he was still able to move and walk around. That's what I didn't even get.
Well, chest to head.
I think the kid got.
Oh yeah, the kid was like.
The kid was shorter. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. It wasn't 2 grown adults. That would have been less creepy.
The height difference
would have been more up Travolta's alley too. Riding a dude on the back of a horse.
What's even better is like after
riding a dude while I'm riding a horse.
It was like, what do you think it was a silver bullet and Travolta's a werewolf? He's like, I'll bring one. It'll do it. It'll take care of him.
They're old trusty.
He could have shot him and then walked up with that bat and just taken care of him.
Finish
like
him
a brick.
He only had one more bullet left in that gold box he carried around with his cigarettes and his gum.
Chiclets.
Yeah, exactly.
His 2 awesome guns.
Even after he shoots, I love the evil horses on the carousel. They just go all evil. With
it goes like white, goes black and white or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like the creepy, like dead silence music it has that is no.
Like it's based on a true story.
Yeah,
it's like a behind the music. Yeah, VH1. Dun, dun.
It's one of those the Deadly Affairs shows.
So then it goes from the pedo mustache to 6 years later to the Julius Caesar haircut.
It continues on with he's wearing the church get up,
but that's the
Chomo feel.
When they,
you know what I mean? It just
he's got the rosary and
the
weird Julius Caesar or Dumb and Dumber hair.
Yeah,
he looks like Jim Carrey. But then apparently
he starts twerking.
Pretty much. He does an awesome little.
He does like a stripper throw your hair around.
Like,
sweet cherry pie. Yeah.
That's right. Miley Cyrus just watched Face Off before she went on the VMAs, and that's where she pretty much got her
She's like, that's a sweet move.
Her whole performance was from Face Off.
Maybe that's what Nick Cage is thinking about when he grabbed that girl's ass.
Yeah.
Because apparently he just orgasms immediately when he grabs a hiney.
He's an ass man, like myself.
He just O's.
Yeah. That's the button for him.
Let's see what happens after that. He sets the bomb.
Well, he set the bomb first, came out and was so happy.
Yeah, and he's like, I set that bomb. I got to celebrate and just grab like a 14-year-old's ass.
Yeah,
I got to
just
get my
got his
hands
jollies off.
full of this 14-year-old choir
Got his
girl.
rocks off. Real
Even-
quick.
Who looks
Can't-
so innocent, but is apparently really
Even
into
though he shaved the
40-year-old men.
mustache, he's still got the child molester in him.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
she knows the deal. She's in a church choir.
Yeah, she's female though.
She's like, shut your mouth.
I know the drill.
She's like, I'm just gonna shut up. I know the deal.
If I don't speak, I get to be in the choir.
Yeah.
Cuts to John Travolta in his office, who apparently is going to
Just
kill himself.
fucking pissed.
He's just staring at that fucking gun on his desk. Like
Yeah.
he's going to put it in his
He doesn't know what to
mouth. He's like debating it for 6 years.
Yeah.
He's like, tomorrow. I got that hot Joan Allen to go home to.
That sweet piece of ass. Let me get that one more time.
That hot Joan
Before I
Allen
end
in
it.
her vagina neck.
And my totally destroyed daughter who just changes her wardrobe and total personality every day.
He doesn't ever seem that upset with his daughter either. He's just
He
kinda
just
like,
kind of like,
again. Maybe I should parent. Nah, fuck it.
I think after 17
God.
years, he just gave up hope. He just like, she's a screw up. She fucked up. So
It makes me wonder what Mikey would have turned out to be if he was still alive. Be like the rapist, the Danny Masterson role.
Yeah.
Raping a girl in his front yard. It's probably better off for Mikey now.
Ouch.
Well, obviously that kid was coddled. Like,
Some kids gotta go, you know?
Yeah.
how devastated they were over him, and then they just don't care about the daughter. They're just like, whatever.
Yeah,
She
fuck
can-
her. She made it past 6. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Then
Should have been you on that carousel.
I'm amazed that line wasn't in that movie. That's every other child death movie.
Yeah.
Is that line's in there.
I wish you would have done. Yeah.
That's just.
Why didn't I take you to the carnival?
It's a stereotype. It's like with devil movies. Whenever someone doesn't believe in the devil, they go, "I don't believe in the devil," and the other person goes, "He believes in you."
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I still don't believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
no.
don't care. Let's see. John Travolta then gets information that Nick Cage's brother, Pollux Troy,
Rain Man.
who is the Rain Man in this,
The fucking savant
he
of the movie.
he chartered this jet and he paid for it and apparently put down a goddamn name. Which I think if you're a terrorist, you don't
Well, he's-
drop a name.
And he was
He's
supposed to
more-
be the smart one too.
Yeah, he's
Well,
the guy
he's-
with glasses.
That's
That
what I
means
said.
he's-
That's why I say he's like a savant guy. Like he can design bombs, but he can't hold a conversation kind of guy.
Yeah, and he talks like Buffalo Bill and Silence of the Lambs. Kind of.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
He's a creepy fucking character, that guy.
Yeah, that guy is.
Like he's a genius, but can't tie his own shoes.
It's like the parents when they raised him. They beat Nicolas Cage's character with sticks, and then they just locked Pollux Troy in that.
He's
in the
beat him with
closet.
math books.
Yeah, they're just like, fucking learn, but don't talk to us. You don't dare
Yeah.
talk. You don't
Raised
leave
by-
this closet.
He has that raised by wolves mentality going on.
Which is interesting. This is what I call Pollux Troy disease.
You have a disease for this?
Yeah, we'll get into it, I guess.
It's a little bit ahead, yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait. But let's see. John Travolta puts a plant. What is he? FBI? I don't forget what the hell he works for.
I don't know what he does.
I think it's the
Anti-terrorism.
Yeah, he's in the
Blah, blah, blah.
a specific
Well, that-
department.
because
old
he
guy.
said this is a secret organization and you can't even do anything.
Can't get
Yeah.
help with. Yeah.
Which, what's the point of being a secret organization when you're the government? That doesn't really work.
Yeah.
It's not Men in Black. You're not hiding anything from the public. You're stopping terrorism. You gotta at some point
Yeah.
use your authority in public.
Yeah,
this
you
doesn't
gotta
make sense.
Wave a badge around or whatever.
But this leads to one of my favorite quotes in the movie when Nick Cage is on the plane, and
Yeah.
the undercover girl goes up to him and he goes, "Yeah,
What
can
does
you get through it?"
He says, "Hey,
I don't know how Nick Cage got through
what does
this.
he say?
On the set.
He calls her a
Says-
peach. Sit down."
He goes, "Come here, Peach," something like that, and he goes, "You know I can eat a peach for hours." And he says something that starts over, but he's like, "Wait, let me rephrase. If I were to let you suck my tongue, would you be grateful?"
Yeah.
And did you?
and
did you
she's
see
down.
Did
I
you
think it's
see the
grateful.
tongue though? Did you see the tongue? It looked like a robotic tongue. It looked like it wasn't his tongue. Like it didn't.
It was like
it
Mark
wasn't from his
Wahlberg's in
mouth.
Boogie Nights.
Like it just kept coming
Yeah.
out.
like
Yes.
a rubber tongue.
Exactly.
Like
but
Gene Simmons.
his was more like one of the free old like Jurassic Park T-Rex robotics
I didn't see
tongues.
the word tongue coming though. You know, I thought he was like, if I would let you suck, but I was like,
Dot, dot,
tongue?
dot,
toe?
yeah.
I was like, tongue,
Big toe.
really?
Or is that 40-year-old virgin or knock it?
Yeah, I'm like,
You thought he was gonna drop a digit on her?
yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Suck my thumb, whore. Oh. And
I've tried that though, and it works.
He does on a stewardess.
Fucking
Flight attendant. Flight attendant. Sorry.
She wasn't. She
Sorry.
was dressed like a lawyer or something.
Yeah, she did not look like.
Yeah, she just like.
she was
hold on a
poorly
second.
placed.
Apparently, when the drug empire or the terrorism empire charts a plane, you don't have
It's
to dress
whatever.
up in them.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through like the safety buckle rules, the guidelines. You don't have to
Well,
pull out the map.
He was depending on his brother to actually get the thing like set up and going, and little
wasn't.
did he know that he kind of fucked up the entire thing, putting a real name down.
Yeah, that was a bad move from the get go. That's
That's how you get FBI all over your plane. Just
like if Tom Cruise checks into like a Best Western, which I assume he does. He doesn't use Tom Cruise like Thomas A. Cruise. He uses like Gene Vladimir. He uses some bullshit name so nobody finds him, and he's not a terrorist. So people aren't really
He's
after
like, you know,
him.
they just want an autograph.
He is so not a terrorist, as far as I know. But he uses a fake name, and this goddamn moron or genius, whatever you want to call him, savant, can't figure that out.
Yeah, he
just
doesn't. Know that, yeah, he's not street smart.
He wasn't good at improv. He couldn't think of a name. He's like,
Yeah.
Pollux, Troy.
Yeah,
Fuck,
he
God
tried.
Damn it,
He gave it a shot.
So bad at this. So yeah, she's totally down to suck his tongue.
Yeah, she was.
She swallowed.
She
that.
was on the job, as I call it. She was 100%.
She was on the point.
in the words of Mario.
Dude, she was on her duties right there. Like,
She was
taking
top
one
whore.
for the team. Yeah. I was
She's
like,
just
wow.
like.
That was a bottom bitch.
That was about 2 seconds of her going, I don't know. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
you know.
She didn't have that internal conflict like, oh man, you know, I'm a cop, like I hate you.
And they didn't even have that awkward like moving in to each other kiss like all the other like first kiss scenes do in movies. No, it was just. Bleh.
This wasn't a love. This wasn't a love interest.
Still, like
It
there's
was-
not even like she doesn't know him. Like even though he's a drug lord, she looked
She's
like
committed
she looked
to
like
her
she was a
job.
little more put together. Like
what
she
I'm
looked
saying.
like she had like a college education at least, where she would at least have morals.
So to
think
stick with the
about
metaphor, if Tom Cruise would get a whore, she looked like her.
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't like
Let's carry that on.
scabby and gross.
Yeah, she was fine.
Yeah, I'd do her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all agree that we would
I'd let
do
her
her.
suck my tongue. I know
She,
that.
I would
she
let her
was
suck
no
my tongue.
Joan Allen. We all know that.
Yeah.
So this leads to which is basically the same scene that's in.
I don't want to jump ahead, but that shrug. That leads to the shrug. That's all it leads to.
We're getting there.
All right.
This leads to basically the Con Air ending of Con Air, where the plane goes through the hangar and blows up.
Yeah.
Which isn't in Vegas, but it's in LA, I guess. But and then there's a big ass shootout
Where
and
nobody dies.
Nobody dies except the ancillary cops get like their ear blown
Yeah.
off. That guy who has the worst luck in the movie.
Yeah.
That guy
Yeah.
gets his ear blown off, surgically repaired, and then still gets shot in the head at the end.
Yeah.
He,
Is that the guy?
that was the guy.
That was the guy.
I'm pretty sure that was him.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
That guy's like, oh, my fucking ear's
at the end,
awesome.
he even stopped. He's like, "Oh hey," and then
Yeah. Let's not say why, but
oh yeah, no.
I'm sure nobody's seen this movie, so I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But that guy's like, oh, fine. Thank God, miracle of science. I got my ear fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Everything. It's gonna be a bright day. You know. I
Yeah.
got real lucky here. And then bam, right in the fucking head.
I really lucked out on this.
And he's just standing at the pearly gates, like, fucking really, like, God damn it. But I love this scene when all the let's just say FBI. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I think that old guy that Travolta worked for the FBI, but I don't think he works for the FBI.
Yeah, you just.
But I'm
yeah.
just gonna say FBI.
Right.
But there's a scene where Castor Troy, Nick Cage, is running away. They arrest his brother, Pollux Troy, and then for some reason he's loading his guns. Castor is. John Travolta's running after, trying to save him or save all his men, and then he yells, "Berkeley down!" And because of that, Cage turns around and shoots the guy. He didn't know he was there until
Yeah, he
he
just
yelled
triggered
Berkeley
that.
down. So John Travolta killed the guy. That's basically what happened. He might as well have shot him.
Yeah.
Like, Berkeley, fuck you. And
Yeah.
right in the back of the head.
Heads up. Yeah.
But what was that?
Think fast, Berkeley. Think fast.
You want to get to that shrug? Like,
We-
before
we,
that.
we passed up. The
yeah.
shrug.
When, I see
when
what
he
you're saying.
kills the tongue sucker,
he kills Tonsucker Jones, and then
and instead of being like,
Shoots her.
instead of doing like a,
Yeah, shoots her and throws her out of a moving plane.
instead of doing a dance or like a haha, I'm gonna get away with this. He's just like,
and before that,
Sorry.
before that, he goes, "One of yours, Sean? He's in a jet. Sean's in a Jeep, 40 yards back. He somehow hears him.
Yeah.
And he's like,
over
"Yeah."
the helicopter,
over the
20
jets and
squad cars they have behind them with sirens blaring
He
as
was,
well.
yeah, over the helicopter.
Yeah.
This is before he took over said helicopter, which apparently when you work for the FBI or whatever, you just know how to do
The helicopter
Yeah.
lands.
it. Like he
within 5
downloaded it in his
seconds.
mind like the Matrix.
Yeah.
But Berkeley's down, he's dead. He basically kills him. And then he turns on a little fan, and they have, or first they have a little shootout.
A little fan. It's a fucking jet.
It's a jet. Hey,
Little fan.
Some
It
of us
was a
have-
little fan at first. Then he kicked it
he
on.
kicked it on the jet mode.
Yeah.
And then it fucking threw him. But there's a little,
Sharp
you've only got
image.
one bullet left.
Sharper image fan.
You do too. We both know our guns. All right. You're a terrorist. I'm a cop. I assume
Yeah.
we both know our guns. That doesn't need to be
He's
said.
like, well, mine's gold.
He's like, damn, mine's silver. Mine's state issued. God damn it.
Fuck.
So
Mine's
then,
custom dragon on the side of it. Yeah.
so then instead of shooting Nick Cage in the goddamn face, he waits for him to reach. He's a cop. He knows what to do. He lets him pull out his knife and go for his jugular.
And then he knows.
And then
to
he like
kick it.
karate kicks him in the chest, which I'm sure John Travolta can get up. He can get his foot up that high.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
For the easy deal.
Yeah, he's doing all the yoga. I think we all know that. But he kicks him in front of the jet, which I know you loved.
You can't walk. You can't get out of that. You're done. That's such a strong win.
No, I mean, I know you love that. It was clearly Nick Cage.
Oh yeah, when he
Being
gets put behind
thrusted
that
toward the
gate.
fence.
Yeah.
And then going to the Twilight Zone, like moving, flailing his arms around.
He's just flying back. But so he hits the metal thing, which apparently puts you in a coma immediately. And then
That little fan, man.
Yeah.
Strong ass little fan.
it was like a box fan. I think we all know that. It was from Sharper Image.
Sharper image fan.
I guess he's out of the. They all think he's dead. I don't know why. If you're in a
Yeah.
coma, you still have a pulse.
Nobody
I don't
shot him.
understand that.
Yeah.
Nobody killed him. He looked like he was alive. He just looked a little tired, looked tuckered out.
Somebody
Just
dropped.
kinda-
Somebody dropped the ball on some paperwork. They're like dead. I don't know.
The
Fuck it.
coroner's like, yeah, he looks dead.
Yeah,
you want to
he
go
looks
near him? No, I don't like jets. I don't like airports. I can tell over the phone he's dead. He sounds like I don't hear him breathing. Vitals sound bad. So then it kind of cuts to the celebration, which is John Travolta is he seems like he should be an alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
He
I
seems
think it was a
depressed.
closet
Like
deal. Yeah.
He
Like
just,
they didn't
He
show
has
us that.
all the makings of being a typical alcoholic. Like,
Just like a loose collar coming home.
yeah, when they give him the bottle of, was it Chardonnay or whatever?
or at least
I think it was
But-
Dom
when
P.
he barges into the office, he should just be grabbing his flask automatically and just downing it.
Yeah, like a
looks-
sad detective in the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, damn, these are hard times, Frank.
A cup
But
of scotch or
They
whatever.
give him like
No
the
ice.
bottle of Cavassier or whatever the hell it is, and he's
was
like
Dom Perignon.
instead of this downing it, he's like send it back. Oh wait, this is for
all my homies. All my
Berkeley.
daddies.
Oh yeah, pour one on the ground for them.
Oh, first he goes Anderson, blah blah blah, blah blah. Another name, some other guy, Berkeley, who I killed, Winters. I'm pretty sure I
Berkeley.
nailed 3 of those names by the way. And then he goes into his office and. Then he gets handed out of nowhere. I guess Pollux had it on him. I'm assuming that exposition floppy disk, which
Yeah.
holds way too much information that a floppy disk can
Yeah.
hold.
All those little cheap graphics in it.
You ever use one, a floppy disk? I mean, it was a thicker one,
I think
but
I think it goes up to like 100 or 512 megs. I think it's the max.
that would be
it's
like
5 gig
the
floppy
word
disk.
that says like it would be like a description, like please, can you please build me a bomb that says this, these specs, and, this, and that would be it. This has like a full pornographic opening and like a 3D specs of the bomb
Yeah.
and edit.
It was shitty specs. At
That
the
should have
time.
been like 97, just a stack of CDs,
Yeah.
like one at a time. Like
one at a time.
it's like disarm me, and it's like the next one would be like if you can. And I'm like, all right,
I'm gonna blow you away.
Yeah. I don't know why they handed that to him. They could have just cut to a scene where Pollock said something. It just seemed too exposition-y
Well,
for
it's-
me. I hate that.
Well, at the time they were trying to, flex their guns, flex their muscles. Like, look what we can do with a computer.
I just carry this on me at all times. After I built the bomb, what? This is what we're saying is like how stupidly smart he is.
Yeah.
He's like, I already built the bomb. I don't need the specs anymore or the instruction manual. I'm just gonna keep this on me.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, I understand they didn't
bragging
want to.
rights.
They didn't want to cut to him like confessing because that was defeat the whole purpose of the movie.
Right.
But why would he keep that on him? I don't.
Maybe a clue or something. He just straight up. Like,
You're gonna Scooby Doo this shit?
well, you
want a
know,
clue?
he said straight up everything they needed.
Yeah,
in a
It was
pocket.
basically, here's the premise of the movie, guys. You figure it out. You know, you see where this is going, right? You gotta take your face off, right?
Yeah.
Clearly you gotta take your face off. That's plan B. I think we all know where this is going.
There's only one other option.
And then the whole black cast of the movie comes in. And then that's what happened. Everyone that was black
Yeah.
was
Chuck
for this plan.
Pounder, CCH Pounder comes in.
Was it CCH?
Yeah,
Yeah.
CCH.
CHE. All right. I was calling her Che.
Che.
What a fool I was. It was clearly...
Chicha Pounder.
But they come in and they're like, you got to do something about this. There's a bomb. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'll get him to confess. I'll talk to his guys. It's what I do.
They're like, I was gonna beat the shit out of him. That was his
Yeah,
plan.
I was just gonna beat the shit out of Gina Gershon in the face. I saw striptease. She likes that. But and they're like, oh, by the way, there's a plan B. It's the most convoluted plan you've ever heard in your life. It's
Which
gonna work.
involves millions of
Bananas.
government dollars being spent on you remastering your entire face.
So then he's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. And meanwhile, there's a whole subplot of when he found Castor, he told Joan Allen that he would get therapy and go back to a desk job so he would stop being a raging psychopath and borderline alcoholic without the alcohol for some reason. And this leads to him having to go back into the field. He's got to go back for one last job.
Yeah.
It's basically one of those. And he shows up at this...
Well, before you go there, I like how he listed all the things he's like, you want me to lie to my entire family and everyone I know. And he doesn't even have, he's just like, I'll do it. He doesn't even have like a rub his forehead or nothing like,
He's
fuck,
like,
this is
so-
really stressful.
so
he's like,
I
I'll
got
do
it.
it.
No
He's
phone
like-
call made.
Yeah, he's like, I got this.
Sign me up. Not even going to tell her.
It was basically tell me the plan right now. Just run through the plan.
I don't, we're going to take your fucking face off. And that's it.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's cool. Do it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
I'm
the
in.
whole deal. Yeah, you're in.
I don't need it anymore. Yeah, I'm in. What about your what? Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, I got
It's
it.
like, you're going to go to prison
I got it.
and get your ass
Hey,
beat.
I got it. Yeah,
You're going to risk rape in prison.
we're already on the way there. Yeah, this could have ended
That's
very
fine.
badly for him. This could have been 25 minutes of getting surgery and then the next hour just getting brutally raped by the sex sandwich guy.
Sex sandwich
he
with his
arrives at-
sister.
His wife and his sister. His wife and his sister. He seriously sounds like Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
He's doing like a little kid version of it. But they arrive at the compound. I forget what it's called. The Institute.
It's a hospital of some sort. And the lady
It looks like a dentist, right?
and Pounder's
He does look like a dentist. I'm
The
pretty sure.
outside of the building looks like
He
a
a
resembles-
child sentence.
He resembles my orthodontist
And
by
see?
far.
And Pounder's having a cigarette, giving a fuck about the patients. She's like, I'm gonna smoke around all this medical equipment, oxygen, whatever the fuck they got in there.
Yeah.
She's just killing them all.
Oxygen's not flammable, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's
Because
totally cool.
Chicha Pounder got away with it. That was a fucking 100 too. Just a big ass cigarette. Virginia Slim.
Oh, you're gonna go to Virginia Slim? Was it menthol?
I don't
You're
know.
gonna go there? You're gonna go there?
It lasted like the whole, the whole hallway.
Yeah, it was a 20-minute cigarette.
Yeah.
But so he walks in and he's just like, apparently the whole car ride there, they didn't say a word to him because he gets there and he's like, "You're keeping him alive." You're like,
They're
what
like,
were you talking about? in
we
the
forgot
car?
to tell you that.
Just listening to AM radio. I don't know what they were doing. Just top 40. Like, what the fuck were they doing? Were they not,
What was the
not
big song
explaining it
then?
to him? What's that?
John Travolta was probably doing the perks of being a wallflower thing out the moonroof and just had his arms out like going down the highway. That's exactly.
Just
He gets all like
Well, Free Falling's
flamboyant
playing like
throughout
Jerry
the
Maguire.
movie. Yeah, exactly.
He's just sticking his head out the window.
He's
like
probably one of those car
Dalmatian.
singers, like one of those awkward friends that always have to sing to
They
everyone.
tried to tell him stuff, and he's just like, I love this part.
We'll wait till we get
You
there.
know, the sad part is, I would consider myself one of those people. I always do that no matter what. When I'm by myself in the car, I go crazy. But I can still see John Travolta just doing that to like.
But it was Grease songs.
Yeah.
He's rocking out to his own music.
Even more of a conceited. Even make him more of a conceited
Stand up.
asshole. Just his own music.
Is this in the Sander D in the car?
Like I'm pretty sure Katy Perry doesn't drive down the road like singing California Girls.
I bet she
might.
does.
I do.
You don't
You
think she
do?
does?
I love that song.
But so he's surprised that Cage is still alive, and he's like, "Why are you keeping him alive?"
It's like, well,
And I'm
maybe
like,
if you-
"Yes. Why are you keeping him alive? Because they didn't know about the bomb. They're just like, let's keep him alive for the fuck of it.
That's true.
In case plan B is put a face on another guy, let's do some face swapping. Let's, for the fuck of it, just cause.
Yeah, they had their own agenda there.
Yeah.
They had that, they were working on that technology.
I almost think they were in on the bomb, and they're like, we got to find a reason to implement this system.
I really want to try this.
I love how they're running off floppy disk, but when they put that ears back together,
Lasers.
they're showing it's like lasers, and it heals all the scarring and everything. But it's all off a floppy disk, and
There was a period in 1997 where they thought lasers were going to be everything. They
Everything.
thought they were going to fix everything. Everything is going to run lasers. This is going to save the world. And I haven't seen a laser. You guys ever seen a laser?
I haven't seen a laser
This
pointer.
is as close as we
No,
got to a laser right here
Yeah.
on the mic. It was a little red light. That's it. That's as far as we got. I can't cut my face off with that. I tried.
Trying to get all this shit to work. I tried.
But they don't know about the bomb, so I don't know why they kept him alive. It was,
Well, I mean, I guess it could hold some value, like if he knows some information.
they didn't know.
But they
there
knew he
was
was a
information
criminal.
to be known.
They knew he was he's a criminal, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
But this whole,
He's a dentist. I don't think he knew much. That's what I'm saying. He had his own agenda.
but the whole plot could have been stopped by a pair of handcuffs. Just one pair.
one pair.
One,
Just
on
chain
his
him to
left
the bed.
wrist, just handcuffed
Not
to
even
the bed.
not even handcuffed, just a zip tie.
Or like those crazy straps,
Like bondage ones, like a riding crop and a ball
Yes.
gag.
You got me. You got me.
So then there's this. They convince him to cut his goddamn face off. I cannot believe this is a plot of a movie. They convince him to trade faces with another man.
With
And
an
he's
evil
like,
man.
Yeah, all right.
To go to prison. Of all places, to go to prison.
His prize is prison.
They couldn't just put him in like a room together.
I don't know why they couldn't transfer Pollux Troy to a minimum security prison. Transfer him over there so he's
Do the
not
deal.
getting just gangbanged nonstop by heinous terrorists.
I would have seen. I would. A room, both of them chained to a chair, make it look real. Like get them to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Go through all this.
Yeah,
Gang
they could've
violence
saved
in jail.
millions.
He's looking around all paranoid and stuff, and the first thing is, "Hey, what's up?" No, it would be like, "Are you okay?"
Well, first we got the surgery,
Oh yeah, let's not do
which
that.
is a suction cup that just vacuums up his face and drops it in a fish tank, which you said was like,
yeah,
like
he's just
heating up fish in the sink.
Yeah, he's thawing some chicken out.
Yeah, that's
but-
what it was. And Cage looks like a caveman, right? Did anybody else think that?
Yeah, he's looking
He looked a
pretty
little
primal.
I love how
Cro-Magnon. I
They,
don't know.
they both had like almost like the same actual like body structure when they're laying there, but then on their screens like they're totally different. One's like he's got all like love handles and stuff, and then they make Nick Cage on the screen look all six packy.
Yeah, and it's like they inflated him with a basketball pumper because he was just like puffed up. They look like they had rice like for days before the surgery. That's all they had,
Rice.
just puffed up.
They carved up before this.
Yeah, they look like what's his name? Ray Liotta. They look like Ray Liotta.
Look like Ray Liotta.
Just puffy.
Yeah.
That's how he got in that shape for Narc. And when I say
Doughy.
shape, I mean he got fat for Narc.
Round is the
Ate
shape.
rice. Round is the shape. It is. Apparently, this is how you just put on someone's face. You drop it on it like a wet towel,
Massage.
and you just gently massage it into the muscle.
Bring the laser,
then
and then bring the lasers
bring the
on.
laser back in. You don't have to connect any facial tissue or anything.
That's it.
I mean, it's like magnets. They just suck to each other.
Yeah.
They just get stuck. Like
It's
Didn't
Mother
didn't
Nature.
their eyeballs come out too? Like the forefront of their eyeballs, like when they ripped their thing off and they put their face back on.
no, it was just the skin that cut
Just like the-
around the eyeball, like a
in the-
Halloween mask.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
But
Halloween 3.
Cage. This is where it gets confusing. What do we call him?
Here we go. We gotta go.
So
Character.
starting right now, Nicolas Cage is the good guy,
Okay.
and John Travolta is the bad guy.
Right.
Because this is where they trade faces. Face off. Their faces have been taken off. So Cage wakes up, freaks the fuck out on a mirror, just goes like, just pimps it down.
Wait, just good guy.
Good guy. Good
He's
guy
a good-
Cage.
Good
Wakes
guy
up.
wakes up.
Freaks the fuck out in this mirror. He's like, oh, what do you do? He's like freaking out, and they trank him.
I wanted him to do the what is it? Half baked. When he's like, fuck you, you're cool. I wanted him to do that shit.
He almost did.
He's
he
like,
started
"Fuck
pointing
you."
at him. He was basically doing that. And then I don't think when they tranked him, that was really acting. Because I think they do that to Cage to get him, like, when you
To
do freak
actually
out,
bring him down?
we're gonna trank you. Yeah. They give him blow and just fucking speed, and then they just like go freak out, and he's like, no problem. Die! And then they're like, all right, we gotta get Cage back down. He's getting a heart attack if we don't calm him down.
Who's got the trank?
And then they just filmed it
Yeah.
because why not? It would make
good.
sense in the movie, so why not? So he's not acting in that scene when he goes down. That's how Cage goes to sleep every night. That's his sleeping habits. So Cage gets carted off to the prison.
No. We're not gonna skip the
sorry.
part when he calls in the. Maybe we are. Maybe I'm jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead.
All right.
I'm wanted to do the.
Calm down, man.
I'm sorry. I thought it was because you're talking about good guy. Or yeah, you're talking about good guy.
Yeah. We're talking about good guy Cage. So the doctor. First of all, let's say he gets to the prison. He doesn't recognize anyone really because he's not really Nicolas Cage. He's not really Castor Troy. So he doesn't recognize some people and he blows them off. He sees his brother and he kind of gives him a little head nod. And his brother, this is what I'm saying. This is what I call Pollux-Troy disease. His brother is immediately suspicious, immediately knows his face is switched off for another man. He's just like, yep, that makes sense.
He's like, wait a minute.
It's like when he gives up the information later, that's his moment of weakness, not everything else.
Right.
Like he knows he's like,
fucking
fuck,
knew.
that's Travolta. That's Archer. I know that. I think we all know
There's
that,
one
right?
thing in this fucking world I know.
I'm
That's
betting
the good
everything
guy.
on it. Yeah, obviously, right? That makes sense. We all know you can switch faces.
Yeah, that was weird. He just instantly. It wasn't even like a split second. It was just.
So anytime that happens in a movie where someone knows way too much information right away, I call it Pollux-Troy disease. It happens more than you think. Just you'll be like, how would he know? Like, why would he be suspicious? It happens so much. Every James Bond movie has a scene where James Bond's like, yeah, she's evil or he's evil. I'm gonna fuck her anyway, but she's evil. He
I know the
knows.
deal here.
He just knows in his soul. But so he gets in this fight in the prison.
I just like waiting for the part where he just automatically changes into like where he's actually supposed to be acting and being the normal person that he is. And
I'm Castor Troy.
Yeah.
I'm Castor Troy. Oh, he's stomping around like Godzilla on Little Tokyo. He's just clomping around. He looks like he's trying to stomp on little people.
But wearing moon
Yeah, those
shoes.
big moon. Those are the same shoes that you use in like space movies when they do sci-fi and they have like they stick to the ship and they can run along it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I think it was in like Red Planet or one of those shitty movies. But they explicitly say it is. They explicitly say the doctor does that a good sneeze will dislodge the voice chip. In this prison, he gets in a fight and he gets punched and kicked exclusively in the neck. He gets a kick a couple times in the ribs, but everything else is the face and neck. He even gets at the very end when the fight gets broken up when he doesn't kill the guy.
Getting choked.
He gets choked by the baton from the officer. He just gets choked for a good 20 seconds before he's like, I break up the fights. He's like, how the hell is he not Travolta now? That would
have oozed out by now.
So apparently you can get batoned in the throat and that's not as
reliable
as a good sneeze.
Later on, it just changes frequency real quick and then goes on. But we're not there yet. We'll wait.
So then, during this, Cage wakes up, and by that
the bad guy.
This is where we get fucked. It's still Cage because he hasn't turned into Travolta yet. But he wakes up like Michael Myers in Halloween. He just
he does the Undertaker in WWE. He just gets up off the thing.
Yeah, he just sits up like he's Dracula coming out of the coffin.
Blah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
But so he wakes up and he calls his men. Which is what I'm saying. They could have just put like you said, a zip tie, pair of handcuffs, movie over.
Maybe unplug the phone. Like, fucking anything.
They could have, just
make it actually look. There's a criminal living, like being housed there.
Yeah, they could have at least put like an extension where you have to dial out to call anyone.
Like, fuck, I have to dial 9.
It's like, fuck it, I'll drive to the liquor store with no face. He would have been caught. But instead, they just let him have free room in the hospital. No guard.
Pain meds, whatever. Any drugs.
Pain meds are unlocked. I mean, all hospitals are like that.
Like, wouldn't he be on one of those Hannibal Lecter thing where it's like...
You figure. So then he wakes up, gets all his meds in him.
That's one of my favorite lines in the movie. Is he gets all his guys there, and they get the doctor, and for some reason the other black girl, the cease whatever, and then I'm not gonna bother to remember her name.
Right, she's the hottest one in the movie.
And they get the doctor, the Colm, the actor. They get him, the doctor, her, and then the other black guy, who's just seems like his partner. I don't know why he's there at all.
No,
he doesn't need to be in on it. He has nothing to do with the process. But so Cage gets all those guys kidnapped, and then my favorite line is the doctor's like, "What do you want?" And it shows a reflection of Cage's like gross.
It shows
face.
Wilson from fucking Castaway.
Yeah, essentially, and he's like, "Take one goddamn guess." And I guess the doctor guessed correctly.
But I don't understand how he has no skin, no lips, and yet he's smoking a cigarette.
Because he's got pain meds.
Well, even if he's on pain meds, he's...
If you're smoking and you wake up from a coma, you're going to want a cigarette, right?
Yeah.
But his face is off.
So?
His face is off.
His lips are still there. He'll still have skin here.
His lungs are still there.
They cut everything out. Just put it on his teeth.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to draw the line, huh? Like, I didn't buy that. I didn't buy that scene at all. But,
besides the fact that he looks like a badass, I just don't get it.
So let's just fast forward a little bit. So, basically, he turns into John Travolta, who's now the bad guy. He shows up at the prison where Nicolas Cage's character coaxes the information where the bomb is out of Pollux Troy. And then it doesn't matter because John Travolta shows up, who's all evil now.
He's reading the paper.
And he has an awesome, weird, out-of-place music intro to the scene. He's like, boom, boom, boom. Like weird softcore porn. They're going to start making out. He's going to start riding his stomach.
He's like reading the paper, too. Like he was there for a while.
Yeah. And Travolta shows up, and then Cage is just like, huh. He doesn't look confused, like, how are you here? He's just like, I don't recognize you.
Who the fuck is this?
He's like, I don't recognize that guy at all.
I've never.
Fuck, it's me. That's me. That's who I am. That's weird.
The bad guy me.
That should be who I am.
I mean, I guess anyone would do that. Like, you don't really know what yourself looks
surreal
like.
Looking at yourself.
Yeah, you don't know what yourself looks like when you walk up to someone. You think you know what you do.
Good, I know good. That's good. Yeah. Now it's gonna look good. I know that.
Fresh as fuck. That's all it is. Yeah.
Fly.
So then we get into a bunch of scenes in a row where Cage is stuck in prison and Travolta's taking over his life.
He just keeps getting
taking
raped.
over his wife. Bending over that hot Joan Allen. And
wife.
First when he sees her, he's driving by and he doesn't know the house because it's suburbia, and he's like, "This is hell." And he slams on the brakes. But in that shot, you see the ocean is right goddamn there, and he's going like 90. So he
was gonna hit that corner.
His plan B was go in the fucking ocean at 90. If I don't see Joan Allen, I'm just gonna end this miserable existence in the ocean.
Like if there's not a balloon on a mailbox, I'm just gonna keep driving.
Ribbon wrapped around a tree.
Yeah, it's nothing.
She celebrates my arrival from work every day. Like,
outside.
Balloons, parade. So he takes over this life, blah, blah, blah. Nothing exciting happens. He's weird. They all notice. They don't really give a shit because they're in a miserable marriage for 25 years.
Everyone wants to fuck him more.
Yeah, including the creepiest scene in the movie that doesn't involve a mustache is he's like, "Hey, Janie." And she's like, "Janie?" He's like, "I don't think you heard me, Jamie." And then he reaches over. He's like, "You get something I want."
Exactly.
And he reaches over her.
Still carrying on the same.
For about 10 seconds, she thinks her dad is going to molest her.
Yeah. She's like,
what kind of day does she have after that? Where she's like, my dad borderline raped me.
I think I felt his junk on my leg. Like
he poked me. Like I felt it on my thigh. I felt
an outline. Yeah. I think he flexed it. Yeah. That was fucking weird. And it carried on the theme from the.
It moved up my leg.
Yeah.
Another thing I love in this movie is the Looney Tune music cues, where it's like bum bum bum, and it's like weird sound effects for scenes. It's just so out of place.
Out of place, yes.
It's for a serious movie. It's like he shows up. It's like brow, like a bending bass, whammy. He sees her. When he sees her, that's the scene. He opens the door and she's like smoking. He's like wow, like he's gonna fuck her. Like, as an audience, you're like, oh yeah, he's gonna fuck that guy's daughter. Which, to her is her dad.
Which is the bad guy.
So she's like, I lived 16 years, and then one day my dad just decided to rape me. I don't
My dad's super strict, hard on me,
He must
and then
have
he
a
got
thing-
hard on me.
He has a thing for. He has a thing for butterfly mascara, I guess.
Yeah, oh shit.
He's out of the fucking blue.
He's just tried. He's
I
just
gotta
tried.
get in that daughter.
He's tried everything. I'm gonna fucking set you straight one
He's
way
like,
or another.
"Ah, Joan Allen didn't cut it. I think I want to take a shot at this daughter.
Yeah.
See how that works out for me.
Very creepy.
So there's a scene where Nick Cage, who's good now, last time I'm gonna say it, gets in this fight, or he gets purposely put into a cage where they get their boots off, and just that's why he did it, is to get the boots off, because they have magnets. And so he gets in this fight and he's trying to escape, and he's punching these guys left and right, the doctor and these guards, and he's got his friend working for him.
Who
His
wasn't
friend.
even his friend. He had no. He
didn't
hated
know.
him until like 30 seconds
Yeah, he
before that
basically tried to
happened.
kill him.
Yeah.
But he does this fight move, which I love in movies, because he does the over-the-shoulder punch, which wouldn't hurt at all, and he knocks that
There's
guy.
not a lot of
Apparently,
power.
it's fatal.
Yeah, there's not a lot of power coming.
No,
in.
the hardest you could do is be like, I think you fucking broke my nose.
Or you know when you get hit in the nose and
real
your eyes
dick.
instantly water? That's all it does.
Yeah, and so that guy must have cried when he
Yeah.
fell on the ground.
I can't see shit.
It's just like you see that in every Schwarzenegger or Stallone movie, where they just go whop over the shoulder, and
Because
it's,
there's always a guy behind you.
there's only so hard, like it hurts your elbow. There's only so hard you can do it. That lets you know there's not much weight
Very
behind it.
limited range of motion behind there. They'd have to be right up in your face.
If you notice, they both, good guy and bad guy, they both have like an idiot as a partner. You know, like
Yeah.
that little scene. He's got a dumbass, but he's super loyal and he's
that-
super useful.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like
how he
it's
can
like a smart
fight.
dog.
He can fight better than anyone, but he just got electrocuted the shit out of him 30 seconds later and thrown on the ground. He still had puke coming out of his mouth, and he's beating the shit out of people.
It's like, let's get him out of there before he chokes on his vomit. And apparently, all it does is like fuck with your like speech pattern, because all he turns monosyllabic. He's just like, go. He's like, leave.
He's like,
later on, he's like, no. Nick Cage talks to him that
He
way.
has to shake his head like, "Don't do
no.
it."
Like, no, we don't do that.
Wave his
These are indoor voices.
No.
No, bad. But so then Nick Cage gets in the escape. He goes up and he flies off. He jumps off the little tower, and it's just like The Rock, because there's someone shooting at him. And he jumps
Yeah.
off, and he looks like he's on Alcatraz.
Yeah.
There's no difference. But and then he washes ashore apparently, which you never see.
He just shows up.
I assume there's a whole movie, kind of like Castaway, where it's just his voyage home.
Yeah.
But then he shows up at Dietrich's house, which was, he worked for Castor. He built the bomb. Why wouldn't Nick Cage, or Travolta's character, who's evil now, why wouldn't he tell Dietrich?
Like, hey, heads up.
Yeah.
No,
Hey.
because he told his brother when they were interviewing, he's like, "We're going straight."
Yeah, but he still could have said, hey, heads up, if he shows up, kill him.
Yeah.
It's not me. But
Who's
no,
gonna believe it?
instead he harbors him and like gets him high on this weird pill, which is mysterious.
Yeah.
And
Some
he
random
has
blue
the
capsule.
greatest freak out scene in the mirror.
I'm
in
so
front of Jimmy
jealous. I'm
Gershon.
so jealous of that pill. They didn't even try to drop a name or nothing. They didn't give us a name.
Yeah, it's just here's drugs.
That was a bad overdose on the Limitless pill. That's
No
exactly
more-
what it was.
No more drugs for that man.
Bradley Cooper had like 10 of those, and that's what happened to him after that movie.
Nick Cage wakes up and has like a dry hump sesh with Gina Gershon. Finds out the kid is his, who he threatened to take away as. That's one thing I liked about the movie, is they both see the world through the other person's eyes.
Yeah, because
Like Sean has to go to the funeral or the cemetery,
Yeah.
and then Cage has to see what he was
His
doing
kid,
to Gina
yeah.
Gershon, her daughter or son, excuse me.
Same hair.
I don't give a shit. That weird shining hair.
Neither
But,
did the cops because they fucking shot that building up.
Yeah, they raid. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They raid the fuck out of that building, and they are so prepared. to
They
kill
come in
anyone.
tear gas first. They didn't barge, kick the door in, nothing. Just tear gas through the window.
No, like if you see terrorists, you go, "Hey, this is the cops out here. Surrender!" No,
But I'm saying, if there's
Tear
kids
gas.
in, they had the recon. They could see like, oh, there's a kid in there.
yeah, they're in front of these big bay windows that overlook nothing. They had all the clearance in the world to see these people, and they're just like, start shooting. Fuck it.
Green light.
We threatened to take the kid away. Let's just kill it. Okay, who cares, really? So this big epic shootout starts, and then basically Castor Troy This is so confusing. We shouldn't have started with this movie.
Yeah.
We need a flow chart. His old crew, Dietrich and Gina Gershon, not Gina Gershon, but all their crew dies. And then Nick Cage takes out Pollux Troy, who apparently should have known, I guess, that he's going to die. He should have been that clairvoyant. Really. If he's that suspicious of everything, he should be like, maybe I shouldn't stand above this window here.
Like, this is fishy.
I see this going on. I don't know. Oh, I love the freak out from Nicolas Cage in the mirror when he looks like he's trying to pop his skull from his head.
Yeah.
He's like freaking out. He's like, get out of my...
Looks like he's going to bite anyone.
Come on, skull, pop out of my skin.
He looked like he was transforming into the Ghost Rider. That's exactly what it was. It was the same face.
Yeah, it's just not on fire.
Yeah, and he had the leather jacket too in the beginning of the movie.
So then, one of the guys, which we pointed out, was there's a SWAT guy, and he looks like he's just sitting in a comfortable armchair when they shoot him.
Some FBI is just like, fuck it. I'm
they're all
done
just-
with this raid. I'm done with this fucking raid. I'm over it.
My theory was he's undercover, and he's just in the
He's the
worst
worst.
outfit. He's in the full SWAT riot gear. He's just like sitting there like, right,
like-
guys, I know drugs, bombs, right? I know.
He's like,
Code 4, gotcha. 10
he
4,
forgot to do
gotcha.
laundry, so he just
He
had
saw,
it.
he saw the coffee table full of alcohol and those random blue pills, and he was like, this is my kind of party.
Chewing chiclets. But so then there's a shootout scene, and then Olivia Newton-John's version of Over the Rainbow is playing on the kids' headphones, which is funny because
Which are so noise canceling.
Travolta's in Grease with Olivia Newton-John. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but
those advanced headphones are completely noise canceling, which I don't even think had that technology back then either.
But then Nick Cassavetes' character, as Dietrich, steps in front of Gina Gershon to stop her from getting shot, and the bullet goes in his neck, clearing through and through.
That's it.
She'd still be dead. She would be shot in the fucking face.
Yeah, he was standing right in front of her.
Yeah, like 3 feet in front of her. That bullet just stopped. I don't, because we already saw that a bullet will travel through another person.
Through
into
another
person's
person to
head.
hit a kid. Yeah.
We've already seen that happen. That's the premise of the movie. So then Pollux dies. Travolta just sits there and cries over him and rubs the gun on his face like a dick. He's just like rubbing
Like,
it.
I thought he was gonna suck it
He
and then
almost
shoot
did.
himself.
It's kind of like in the beginning.
It's not even the gold one either. He can't
Yeah.
even look cool doing it. He's just like, it's the state issue.
His signature
police
gun's
stuff.
been taken over by Nick
Oh, that's-
Cage.
Still, but
But
like
he's just like rubbing it on his face, just like a. Like he's just trying to get it hard, but it won't. He's just slapping it on his face. And then later on, let's skip forward. He attempts to tell his wife who he really is in her house by coming in like a burglar and going through her shit.
Creeping the fuck in.
And then he grabs her, and she's in her bathrobe, just freaking out. And so he's like, "I'm gonna tell her, but I want to make it look like a rape."
Well, he snuck into the house too, by that obvious guard that just standing right there that clearly missed him walk by, just clearly missed him go through.
Dog on 4 legs, just walking on 2. That's weird.
Oh, hey, that's Nicolas Cage running back there.
Is that a balding dog with Julius Caesar hair? That's weird. So then, one of my favorite John Travolta moment was she finds out that it's really they switched. And then he's like, he killed his boss, John Travolta did, and he's telling her about it. And so he looks sad because he was really crying over his brother, Pollux. And he does the daintiest fey little hand move and like turns away, but so effeminately puts his hand up to her like she's supposed to take it like he's a princess.
yeah.
And he wants to be taken to the ball. This is so weird. It was an odd choice.
Like I
Or
thought
someone
he
so
was,
manly.
Like he didn't even have like a ring to like kiss his ring like one of those
Yeah,
weird
it was
homophobic
definitely-
drug lords.
Like the
He wasn't-
pompous kiss my ring. moment.
Yeah.
He wasn't just keeping his pimp hand strong or nothing. He can't.
He was just like, oh.
Yeah, it was baffling. I couldn't figure it out. And this is like, oh, he's been he's been like very broad and boisterous before that, but he wasn't like fake. Like, oh, he's kiss my hand, take my hand, subject. He hasn't been like that yet.
Yeah, he went
This
all.
is suddenly here's my hand, take it. So let's skip forward a little bit to the amazing. This is what John Woo wrote and was like, oh, got a hard on. The church scene. Which I think was a funeral for his boss, Archer's boss, right?
Yeah.
I didn't understand because there was pictures of children everywhere. And
Yeah, it
we
was
just kept-
it was the one after his boss when he freaking
Yeah, he karate chopped
judo
his neck
chopped him in the neck and,
and elbows
killed
him in the chest.
Yeah.
And apparently that makes it look like a heart attack. because that's how heart attacks work. Coroners, well, to be fair, coroners in this movie are so lazy.
Yeah. They kind of gave you a hint. The guy was just struggling, like, wow.
Like 5 times.
You didn't know if he had something in his throat or not, and then he just...
God damn it, Archer. I don't like your tactics. This is like,
you're a loose cannon.
You should retire. You are not healthy. If you're 2 seconds away from a heart attack at any given moment, you should probably go the fuck home, or to a home. But the church. This is why John Woo loved it. John Woo loves shootouts, 3-point shootouts, 2-point standoffs with guys with guns, and doves. Just reckless amount of doves. Because apparently that church is like, I want all of our pews covered in shit.
Yeah.
Make it very inconvenient. Everyone's got to wipe them down before they sit.
And who has seen a church on the front of a beachfront property? Because Nick Cage walks up from a beach with all these doves that apparently doves live on the beach.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then they walk into the capes because this church doesn't have doors either, living on a beach. Or living on a beach.
You're going to get a lot of goddamn sand in there. Yeah. It's going to be
I think it's like
sand
a church.
And shit.
The church like doubles as a bed and breakfast or something. Like you rent it out on the weekends.
I'm pretty sure the health department should shut it down.
That's where the homeless people go to. They don't go to the benches on the beach. They just go to the church.
Yeah.
They just all sleep on the pews.
Like, you expect to see that in, like, Calcutta or, like, Mexico City. Just birds and sand. And
fucking third world.
No health code.
Third world.
Yeah, some shithole that nobody really cares about. There's no money there, so fuck
Those
it.
old ass candles that they have, they're all lighting for him.
It appeared to be Catholic, so I don't know if they're taking the little wafer there, the Jesus wafer. I don't know. It's probably covered in shit.
They're giving them the birds?
Yeah, I don't think it's
feeding
too
the
good
birds.
But it's throwing them at the birds. The church scene right before the boat chase scene, does that lead right into it?
Yeah, they lead right in. He gets to shoot out.
For some reason, there's a shit ton of like $1 million speedboats just chilling outside this shithole church.
Yeah,
I don't
nothing's
that.
adding up.
It's like this church that can't afford just some bay doors. It's like, but the priest or minister showed up in his $1 million
He pulled
speedboat.
up in a yacht,
and then he had to bring 2. I mean, because
and the only other people are FBI agents. They're on government salaries. They can't afford these boats either. There's no one there that's rich as powerful.
No one, unless the FBI guy owned that fucking boat, and they're like, "Let's bring it." He would want
Two
them
of them,
there.
two of them.
He was a fisherman. He'd want it.
Like those assholes, fishermen in a speedboat. It's those assholes that get buried in their Cadillacs instead of giving it to someone. This boat scene goes on.
That's something personal. Like someone in your family.
Someone didn't give you their caddy. You wanted that DeVille very bad.
I don't want to talk about it. Just slap it, no big deal. Then there's the longest boat chase I've ever seen in my life.
Aggressive, too.
It reminded me of, obviously it came out first, but it's what the Family Guy chicken thing was based on. Because it's like, they go through this, and he jumps on this, and he punches him, and they
then
fight.
He gets a ridiculous weapon like a boat anchor.
Yeah.
He should be dead at that point. That movie should have been over. But he hits him in the face with a giant boat anchor, and totally cool. This face isn't mine. He doesn't feel it, I guess. He's like, not my face, dude. Don't care. Don't feel it. Totally cool.
You didn't think of that, did you?
The brain totally padded by this other face. But
it's such a wobbly boat ride until he has to jump from one boat to the other, and it's perfectly right in the perfect spot.
And the voice chip never falters, never fails.
No, except for when he's talking to his daughter
when he wants
before.
to.
Yeah, he's like, oh, wait, hold on. Oh yeah.
Listen to the voice.
Listen, it's me.
Oh yeah,
it's me.
And then it's back to him. Like it kind of goes for like, I feel like there's 4 or 5 lines there where he sounded like he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like he got his voice chip out, and then he sounded again like Nicolas Cage. And he should have sounded like Travolta.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? So apparently it's just floating around in there like a contact lens you can't find. Just sometimes it's on the people, sometimes it's not. But so then they crash, and which was another moment.
Another beautiful moment of stunt doubles. Where they just fling 2 random dudes into the air and don't even try to hide it. They didn't play any shadow game, nothing.
It was so slow, that slow motion shot.
Oh, yeah.
This movie, if minus the slow motion, this movie would be 25 minutes. Everything was in slow motion.
Even the doves when he's walking up, just the massive doves.
John Woo loves slow motion.
I'm pretty sure they before they filmed Fast and Furious 6, they watched that scene where they fly off the boat because that's where they got that whole fly out of the car
that
scene.
boat just never ends.
They just jump out and he catches Letty.
Like, what if this boat scene was the movie? Fast 5. Like, that's the pitch. But they float through the air for like I don't know, 12 minutes.
That's
And
what I felt like.
wouldn't you roll on the sand too? They just stop. I would feel you just roll
Yeah.
and roll and roll.
Or get crushed by the boat because it's heavier than you. Like, it would have...
Very true.
But I feel like the sun should have went down and then back up while they're flying through the air
Yeah.
in slow motion. It's like a time-lapse video. People on the beach, just bums looking for a change. And then just like people playing Frisbee. And then they still in the air halfway
Like a
down.
dog in the water.
Yeah, guy jogging with headphones and little tiny little short shorts and hanging out. And then they're still like almost there, and they land, and it's like a month later, and
Yeah.
everyone kind of forgot about him. But in the meantime, Joan Allen has already called his men and let him know. It's off screen, but she's just like, "Can I speak to blank blank?" Which I don't know if that was Margaret Cho or whose character she called to let him know that they switched. And apparently, they just believed him because why not?
Oh, it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Face Off. Yeah. I read that script.
I've been thinking of that.
But like, who? If someone called you and was like, "Hey, by the way, your husband is this person, and the other person is your husband," you'd be like, "Who the fuck are you? And why are you locked up? Who are you?" But instead, Margaret Cho, I'm guessing it was her. It was just like, "Oh yeah, makes sense. I'll put
So
that.
convincing.
I'll call the chain. Go up the chain with this." Yeah.
Should push right through.
I love, she has like she starts it off
no
like she
questions.
just calls her girlfriend too. She's like, I have a crazy story to tell you. She's like, you're never gonna believe what just happened to me.
So you're saying it got to the feds by a game of telephone? So like, eventually it was like, "Nick, by the way, Castor Troy is Sean Archer, rubber baby, purple monkey lover."
Yeah, he just adds a word every time he gets to the next level.
But they get into like a little harpoon action scene where he's trying to shoot him with a harpoon.
How strong do you have to be to hold a harpoon back?
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
know.
it
That shit's
snaps
like
out,
on,
he
like,
grabs
release.
it. He's like,
Yeah, well,
It's like, fuck you, I'm holding this.
it wasn't like a big wailing one. It was like the tiny. I don't know what it's
Self-defense
for.
one.
It was in case you have to kill your double.
yeah.
it was Batman's side grapple gun. That's pretty much what it was. A little tiny version of a,
But it was
of a
like-
harpoon whale.
The things that shot it were like made of rubber, so apparently it had no pressure. That Travolta's character just grabbed it. I was like, "Nah."
Nah.
And by the way, if you look in the mirror again, motherfucker, ugh, and he cuts his face all up. And then,
Does a shitty job at it too. He's like skipping.
yeah,
Compared to the compared to
that's not gonna
dentist
work,
at the
man.
beginning, who has accurate precision when he's cutting his face. No.
yeah, but he cuts like the same line that the laser cut off his face in. You see that? He's
Yeah.
like,
He knew exactly.
By
what
the
he
way,
was
I'm basically just tracing for the doctor later. But then Cage knees him in the balls, and then the harpoon goes into his stomach, and he dies in the Jesus pose.
That's what he
Man.
gets for talking shit earlier in the movie.
Yeah, he did the Jesus pose earlier, and look what it got him.
Bang.
Poetic
Fucker.
justice.
Bang.
But then Nick Cage just kind of slumps down like a homeless guy. He's just like, change.
Change.
I know he's tired, but he just looks.
He did what the FBI agent did when they raided the house. He just sat down and was like, I'm done with this.
Fuck it. I don't know. What I didn't understand most about this ending was they burned the 3 people who knew anything about this operation to death. Who in the holy fuck fixed his face? It's secret. They explicitly
said it in the
it's
beginning,
secret. They
yeah.
burned the building down with the information
Technology.
on how to do it. Yeah, the technology is gone.
They weren't even in the
Who
same.
did it?
They were in a regular hospital. Like they
Well,
had
that
nothing.
could have been a while. It could have been some months. He
I don't
could have
know.
walked him through it, you know? Like, what, do you remember what you seen in The Office? They had a laser? I don't remember.
Let's just watch the first half of the movie. We'll figure it out.
He just takes it from me. He's like, I got this. He's like, I can do it myself.
Staples and glue. If you just plop it on there, the muscles all fit. You know, they connect. You don't have to do anything. Just plop it on there. You know,
Just
Scotch tape.
let me do it.
I wish he showed up like a goddamn monster.
Just drooling.
Oh, they didn't know what they were doing. Kill me. But he shows up, and I know we all pointed out that he walks through the window, and it was as if he's been gone for years.
Oh yeah.
They're just like, "Oh, Sean!" And then she runs to the door, and even the daughter's all cleaned up. She's not a whore anymore. And
Clean up her act.
yeah, she's just like, "I'm gonna stop sucking off everyone I meet from that '70s show." And they run to the door, and Joan Allen is like, "Sean," and he opens the door, nothing. And there's just like a puff, like a big cloud of smoke, like the neighborhood's on fire. Like I don't know where they live
And
in a
there's
coal
giant
factory.
light. Like they all of a sudden transfer from L.A. to heaven.
Yeah.
They're at the gate. The pearly gates of heaven is
That or
shining
like
through their door.
Pittsburgh, where there's just a steel factory next door. What we all know is next door is the ocean. So it was just like the fog. rolling in the middle of the day. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck it was. Like John Carpenter's The Fog, where people.
It's the fire from the boat still.
Yeah, it could have been.
It's still fucking burning.
He crashed
It's still in slow
3 blocks
motion.
from his house. But so happy ending, yay! He's back. They have their life back.
The daughter's sorry I shot you.
Yeah.
just had to throw that one
Sorry,
in.
I shot you. Whatever the hell she says. I don't
Fucking
know.
whore.
She's useless.
Then they adopt a kid, right?
Yeah. Then he ushers in that little son of a bitch.
Avoided all those bullets.
Who has that
earlier.
stupid haircut that I had for like 8 years.
You had that?
Oh yeah, I rocked that
I had
shit
a
for
mullet.
like 2nd grade to 10th grade.
I had a mullet until late.
I'm not kidding. But they're like, oh, by the way, we can replace our dead son. Just who gives a fuck?
Like a
Mikey's
puppy.
dead.
Yeah.
Like I was saying during the movie, I want him to be like, we can call him Mikey, and we'll put him in his room and put him in school as Mikey, and we just want to acknowledge the fact that he's a different kid.
He's just rubbing his face the whole time.
Yeah, he's
Mikey.
just doing that face thing, just molesting his face slowly. Which apparently is, if you ever get switched, well, set up something with your family.
Yeah, you
that
gotta
if
have
you ever
a-
get switched,
Yeah.
you just do it.
Yeah.
Like, if I punch you in the eye.
Like
you
a
need
safety
to be-
word or whatever.
That was definitely people everywhere during 1997 guaranteed they just walk up and did that shit. That was, and everyone knew what you were talking about too.
But so I wish the movie ended like this, because Joan Allen they already showed that she fucked Travolta, who was actually Nick Cage, and I wish Travolta showed up as himself at the end and was like, "This is my son." She's like, "What do you mean my?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving you. You fucked another man. You
fucked
cheated on
somebody
me.
else."
You cheated on me. I kissed Gina Gershon, to be fair, but I was high.
I was half asleep.
I was on some drugs, some generic whatever drugs.
Some capsule thing.
Yeah, I was on freak out in the mirror drugs. I don't know what it was, but
It was good.
You
but I
cheated
didn't
on
know
me. But so I'm gonna go ahead and go.
I'm out.
You get Jamie though.
Yeah.
Good luck with that bag of shit. I'm leaving.
That train wreck, the future stripper. Good luck with that. But so there's the ending. But not the only ending,
Yeah,
because we
I gotta-
watched the alternate ending, and
It's got some weird fucking telepathic thing going on between them two.
It's clearly a fake mirror shot with a stunt double, because I think the mirror side, the reflect, what you think is a reflection, was actually where the actors were, and the guy was just a Travolta lookalike.
Just a guy with nice hair.
Yeah, because it wasn't a mirror, and he looks in the mirror, and then Travolta's there, and then he looks in the mirror again, and then Nick Cage is there, and he's like, oh, and it's this cheesy music. I know it wasn't finished, like they didn't finish the scene, but it was so cheesy. It was like a soap opera, and then out of
It was
nowhere,
still
Joan
filmed
Allen.
the movie.
She's always wearing a gown of some sort.
Joan Allen walks in and is like, ah! Like, oh my god, what? And it's just Travolta again. And you're like, oh.
Let's hug it
And
down.
then,
And
he
then they
hugs.
hug it out for 15
It's a good,
seconds.
solid 2 minutes
Just hugging
of
out.
Travolta's
and fade
face.
away.
Just like, it was Michael Myers music again. Like,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. Like, it was like, oh, is this going to be a series? Is it going to be Supernatural now?
Is there a knife in this bitch's back right now? What's going on?
That fix it? Yeah, he's going to bend her over. Go rape Jamie. So it's a couple interesting tidbits here. Do you guys know that Mark Wahlberg turned down the role of Pollux Troy? I would have loved that.
That guy was pretty perfect. The guy
He was good, but
He was good, but
hey, big bro, how you doing? Well, what do you want to do with me? I don't know. I don't know. What are we, with the bombs in the convention center? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I want to see that.
That'd have been pretty good.
I want to see that cut. I went like Back to the Future with the other guy. They filmed part of the movie, Eric Stoltz. They filmed like 2/3 of the movie with Eric Stoltz, and they replaced him
Oh wow.
with Michael J. Fox. I want to see that with
At
Mark
least
Wahlberg
him reading
in
it.
this.
Yeah.
Just his scenes. He's only got like 15 lines. There's a video on YouTube of just his lines cut together, and it's like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But I want to see that.
That'd be,
I would
that'd
pay
be gold. Yeah.
Yep. Our Kickstarter is going to be for that. We're going to get this made with the exact same movie. It's going to be even bolder. John Travolta and Nick Cage, just as hot. Joan Allen, and then Mark Wahlberg. Just
gotta get
swearing up a storm.
CCH pound him too.
So, what do you guys? This is the part we call alternate title, movie math, or unofficial sequel, prequel 2.
I have an unofficial sequel. Instead of, or just an ending, he kept Nick Cage's face. just kept his face, be like, no, there's no doctors that could do this procedure. Sorry. And then just they go on, and he somehow pertains to the persona of the other guy.
Like Halloween.
Yeah.
Just carries it around Halloween. Or like puts it on the wall like a deer. Like a trophy. He's like,
Mount it.
nailed it. Shot that one. With a shot it with a fucking harpoon. It's like, that's a badass story, man. That's a human's face. Yeah.
Most dangerous game.
But my alternate title, because of all the action rolls and like shooting, they kept like jumping around and like doing little barrel rolls in the air. So I wanted to call it Flip Off. It was just nonstop
Unnecessary
flipping it. Yeah, unnecessary
tumbles.
Flip off. It was basically gymnastics with guns, like 2 guns. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, every time they had 2 guns, it was much
the John Travolta was like sitting there, and then he flips out of nowhere, like from a sitting position, and goes into another sitting position. Like that's not possible at all.
And my unofficial sequel would be, it's a sequel to, or this would be the prequel, excuse me. So the sequel would be Shutter Island. Well, I guess that would be the prequel because it's in the 40s. So this is a sequel to Shutter Island because John Carroll Lynch plays the same prison guard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The big
Yeah.
guy?
Welcome to Shutter Island. He has like a thick Boston accent. He's like, welcome to Shutter Island.
I stopped the fight here.
Yeah. It is the same thing. He's like, I stopped the fights here. And he has the same accent in Fargo. This is slightly less Boston. Like, oh yeah, there? I stopped the fights here. But, yeah, I don't know if you have any, Mario.
Nah, I'm drawing blanks. This movie's incredible. I just...
For
can't
me,
top
seeing it my first time, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it.
I
liked
liked
it.
I like this movie.
I think it's funny because like you just look at that stuff and we're just like, wow.
Yeah, watching it this, in this time, this day and age or whatever, it's hilarious. But
It's one of those movies where you see a lot of movies from '97, but they didn't have any CGI, which like Anaconda came out in '97, and like Contact had CGI, and it looked horrible. Like they weren't ready for it yet, and this had no CGI. It was all real effects, and it was like the bullets hitting the silver stuff in the beginning of the warehouse was all real, and everything looked fine. There's nothing they really could have done CG with, but so it's not cheesy as it could be, but it's still one of those movies where I can't picture being a fly on the wall in the studio pitch, just being like,
just be like, what the fuck?
Got an idea for a movie. They worked on this for 7 years.
This movie?
I think it might have been a little longer, but like 1990, it was when it first got serious with like Michael Douglas. That's why he's a producer on it. But that was 7 years of like, yeah, Face Off. That makes sense. Yeah, change his face.
Let's do that.
I
Totally do
I
that
have
shit.
zero problem with that. That makes sense to me. I just want to be in that room when that guy came up with that idea, and that guy was like, "Fucking gold, nailed it." He talked to his wife. He's like, "Babe, fucking nailed it."
Yeah, we're moving on up.
Killing it, killing it. Wrote in the next sci-fi.
They're
hit.
loving me.
And then after he did the Travolta scene, it's over. It's over.
Take his face.
Face off.
We all did the little pull away from our nose thing.
Pull your face off.
That he does in the movie. Normally, we're gonna starting on episode 2. We're gonna do. We have a little bingo or little. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Little. What do you call that? Raffle ball? I don't know. Bingo
It's
ball.
like a bingo juggler thing. Juggles the balls off.
We have an actual bingo board on the wall. I'll put pictures on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that. But it's got all these cards and movies on it. And then we're just going to draw a ball. We're going to draw 2 balls. And then we're just going to pick the movie we want to do the most. And the other card will stay up there. It's not going to be taken down. But the one we watch is going to be taken down, and we'll watch it. And if that movie isn't good enough for us, we're going to do the other movie. So we always have one. So don't worry.
Don't worry out there.
But so the next movie though that we're gonna do, because it's set in 2013, and we have to get it out before the end of the year, because otherwise, what's the point? There's no other reason to watch this movie, because it's set in 2013. The futuristic classic from 1996, John Carpenter's Escape from L.A.
Oh, nice.
Starring Kurt Russell, Steve Buscemi, some other people.
Some other people.
Probably some other actors, I
doesn't matter.
assume, right? But, so that'll be our next episode, and that'll be next week. That's right, world. That'll be next week. So that's a wrap on episode 1 for Face Off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. And you can follow the show on Facebook at Loitering in Wonderland. On Instagram at LIW Podcast and Twitter at LIW Podcast. You can follow Phoenix, that's me. Facebook at Phoenix West, Instagram PHXWST, and Twitter at Phoenix West. Follow Mario Valencia at Twitter and Mario VLIW. Instagram is _RIOSR, Ricer. And Brad on Instagram at Bradley Barwick, BARWICK. Bradley is standard, I believe. All right, thanks, guys. See you next week for John Carpenter's Escape from L.A., the amazing, completely necessary sequel to Escape from New York. Thanks, guys. Bye.